So, the WNBA All Star Weekend is starting tomorrow, and I was actually incredibly looking forward to. I was looking forward to. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking forward to the Friday night. I thought Caitlin Clark was going to be in the. I thought she was going to be in at least one of them. I thought she was going to be in at least one. But it turns out that no, Caitlin Clark is not going to be in either the 3-point contest or the skills challenge, which is a little bit disappointing. As someone that would have enjoyed watching it. I'll probably still watch, but I'm not going to watch it in the same way like I was going to go live and make it a big deal. But I think I'm just going to watch it now. I don't think anyone's going to be too excited to be hyped up to watch it right now. Like, even if like a Sabrina was in it, I still might have done it. But I don't think too many people are going to be hyped to watch Erica Wheeler running around in circles for a competition instead of running around in circles in a game. Before we get on, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 23.5k by the end of the day, and we are 170 off. So, Caitlin Clark. It turns out, you can see right here, the WNBA have officially confirmed that Caitlin Clark and Sabrina were invited to the 3-point competition, and both of them declined. Caitlin Clark already has a packed weekend. Just could have been something she wanted off her plate. And I'm not going to lie, like, she might still be in attendance. And I will say it, like, especially if you are Caitlin Clark, maybe you're just not feeling confident in your 3-point shot at the minute. Maybe you're not feeling super confident in that part, and you just want to go out and have a fun All-Star weekend. The skills challenge is a bit of a surprise. Exactly what I think. Heard from media availability a few days ago when she was asked about the invitation. She said she didn't know. Can you check the invitation was extended? And you could see, like, if you were listening earlier on in the year, she kind of alluded to, oh, I don't know, like smiling. Like, I think she thought she was going to do it. I think she thought she was going to do the 3-point contest, but then I'd say, and also there is a rumor that she said that she was going to do it, or that she wouldn't do it if Sabrina didn't do it. So I think what's going to happen is, I think we're going to see Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu. They're going to be in a 3-point contest, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be in the WNBA one. I think it's going to be this year's version of the Sabrina versus Steph. I think we see Caitlin Clark taking part in the Sabrina versus Steph 3-point shoot-off. And you might be saying, oh, what do I mean by that? Like, I'm pretty sure that there's been talk already of Sabrina versus Steph adding Caitlin Clark into it. Like, if I'm not mistaken, like you can see here, yeah. Curry and Clay versus, it might be different now that Clay's not playing for the Warriors, but I doubt it. Like, they're still the Splash Bros. And the fact that you're seeing them on the same team again could be even a better thing. Versus Steph Curry, Clay versus Caitlin Clark, Sabrina. Like, that is what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to see that happening. Caitlin Clark and potentially Clay to make it 2v2. I reckon that's what's going to happen. I think that Sabrina just probably doesn't want the pressure to have to beat her own record. She'll never beat that 37 record, so there's no point. But what she did do is lose to Steph in what was I'm not going to lie, you can talk about outside of Caitlin Clark, this was as big for women's basketball. Even though Sabrina didn't beat Steph, she shot from the men's 3-point line and also beat all the NBA players. Like, the only player that beat her was Steph, but she would have won the men's 3-point contest. So what Sabrina did was unbelievable, and I think that's where it's really coming from. Because I think if one of the two of them, if one of Sabrina or Caitlin stink it up in the 3-point contest, then all the talk about this, especially because, again, neither of them are shooting a good 3-point percentage on the season. All the talk about what is going to be another watershed or another unbelievable moment for women's basketball, like them getting another chance at All Star Weekend, because Sabrina versus Steph isn't going to draw the eyes again, but Sabrina and Caitlin Clark versus Steph and Clay will. And I think if one of them or both of them stink it up in the 3-point contest, it puts that in jeopardy. So I would say that it really was a case of, like, the two of them wanting to, the two, or not even the two of them wanting to do it, the two of them kind of in agreement that, like, look, we're just not going to do this. We got bigger things on the horizon. Next year's All-Star break is more important. And the fact that we haven't seen Sabrina announced for Unrivaled, nor have we seen Caitlin Clark, means that at this stage, I don't know how likely it is we see either of them in Unrivaled. So they're not going to be in the kind of Unrivaled stuff around that same time. So the two of them probably have been offered. I wouldn't be surprised if whatever the salary is for Unrivaled, let's just say it's, what, 200,000 a year. I wouldn't be surprised if people of the star power of Steph, of Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu have been told we'll pay twice that if you just do this 3-point contest. Like, I'd say they're getting paid they'd be paid a serious amount of money to do that, just for the 3-point contest there. So that is my theory on it all. That's my theory. I'm shocked she didn't do the skills challenge, but I think that, again, the narrative, people would swing at that like, oh, if she didn't do the skills challenge, like, that's some sort of a cop-out. Like, oh, she's scared of the 3-point contest, or she's not that good a 3-point shooter if she does the skills challenge. Whereas now you can at least say, okay, yeah, maybe she just didn't want to do it. Maybe she just didn't want to do it, which is, again, a completely, like, justified reason for not doing something is the answer of, I just didn't want to. But, yeah, that's the video. That is basically what we are talking about here. So the 3-point contest, it's a little bit lackluster. I'm not going to lie. It is a little bit lackluster. Like, Marina Mabrey, I kind of hope, I wouldn't mind seeing Marina Mabrey go back-to-back and win both. That would be kind of cool. But, like, I can't see anyone but Kayla McBride winning the 3-point contest. Like, Jonquel Jones in a 3-point contest. Look, I like Jonquel Jones, but she shoots a couple of wide-open shots a game. For the skills contest, we actually are going to be watching Erica Wheeler run in circles, except this time she's actually supposed to run in circles. So at least we get to watch what Erica Wheeler's been doing all year, which is a lot of running in circles. We get to see more of the super. We get to see more of Erica Wheeler, like, running laps of the court, playing basketball like it's NBA 2K20. And she's trying to force the defenders, CPU defenders, to help out of the corner. But, yeah, I'm not particularly excited. I'll keep an eye on it. But Saturday's the big day. The All-Star game is the big day. And, yeah, I think it's going to be it should be a good one. It should be a fun All-Star game. But, yeah, I don't see tomorrow's events getting too many eyes on them, especially after Sabrina's 3-point contest last year.